Und da sind wir wieder zurück im Tempel des schwarzen Pharaos von Hastur. Dann wollen wir mal gucken, was passiert, wenn wir dieses Symbol, diese Scheibe mit der Unterwelt auf seinen hübschen Schädel richten. Jetzt machen wir noch ein bisschen Feuer. Weil ich finde die ganze Deko hier ein bisschen überzogen. Und jetzt gehen wir hoch zu seinem Köpfchen. Und richten das letzte Ding aus. Und zwar genau auf Aldebaran. Vielleicht sogar schnell, ne? Fuck. Nein, nicht, dass wir hier gefangen werden. Wird dieser Tempel mein Ende? Bevor der gleich wieder auftaucht. So. Ist ja nicht ganz leise, aber ein bisschen leiser. Was steht da noch? Drehen? Aber kann ich nicht. Warum sollte ich auch? Fuck. Haha. Mhm, ich glaube auch.
What's happening?
Schnell nehmen, was das darin ist. Ist das der Vertrag? Oh, ein Ritualdolch.
Acknowledge psychological trauma. Break through the barriers of self-deceit. Temper manic behavior. Is this it? Is this the contract?
Wow, Kapitel 4. Bringen Sie uns zurück in die normale Welt, zurück aufs Anwesen. Ja, krasser Tempel. War jetzt zwar nicht wirklich gefährlich, aber ich mag solche Bilder auf jeden Fall. Und solche Mechaniken. Du bist zurück.
Oh, Jeremy. How much pain and suffering you could have prevented.
Emily? What are you doing?
Ah, dich gibt's auch noch.
Detective.
Well, I still have no clue where Jeremy is, but I think I know why he's hiding. This place is full of lunatics planning to perform some kind of ritual tonight.
Well, that sounds ridiculous. Or rather would have just a day ago.
It gets worse. I have reason to believe they killed anyone who didn't want to go along with the plan.
Detective, have you encountered any monsters tonight?
I just told you, I think they killed people. Beauregard, the author, Perosi, the singer, Mr. Waits, the clerk, Mr. Chance, the gardener, they're all missing.
No, I mean, have you fired your gun tonight?
Of course not. They wouldn't just kill outsiders like that. It would bring too much attention. But you should keep your eyes open.
So you haven't seen anything strange? Been anywhere else?
What are you trying to tell me, Emily? Are you in some kind of danger? Let me drive you back to New Orleans. I think I have enough. You know, at least get the police to take a look at this case.
No, I'm fine. Thank you, Detective.
I'll find your uncle, Miss Harwood. Just stay out of trouble.
Ja, wie merkwürdig. Ich frage mich gerade, was man denn für ein Playthrough macht, wenn man den Detective nimmt. Ob es dann völlig anders ist, ob der hier nur am Rätseln ist und gar nicht mit dieser Anderswelt zu tun hat. Ob das für ihn so ein L.A. Noir Crime Ding ist, wo der einfach Leute befragt oder sowas. Skurril. Ich mache ganz kurz Pause, meinen Kader mit rein. Und weiter geht's. Und dann gucken wir mal, was so in dem Schattenmann-Vertrag steht.
He must first acknowledge psychological trauma in order to proceed. The lying must stop, so we can break through the barriers of self-deceit. Finally, temper manic behavior.
Medicine has failed me. Nothing can be done to dispel the hardwood curse. Only the sacrificial dagger may release the despair from Jacob's eye. Yet, doing so would be the doom of Derceto. Let this curse of mine be a weapon for once. I accept your demands. Oh, crawling chaos. Build your prison around this godforsaken hospital. When evil has been starved, I will stay buried forever.
Hier war nix. Ja, okay, wirklich aufschlussreich ist es ja auch nicht. Bericht in Dr. Grays Büro ein und finde heraus, was er weiß. Keinen Schlüssel für haben, ne? Mhm. Ja, habe ich verstanden. Emily, habe ich ja gerade sogar gesagt. Hättest du mir einen noch zugehört?
We can just get rid of Jeremy. Everything will go back to normal.
That reminds me. I saw Miss Emily earlier. You remember her? You know she's Jeremy's niece.
She's looking for him.
That's right. She's helping us in her own way.
As long as she don't stand in the way of the mother of 1,000 young.
I don't think she knows or cares about that. She just here for Jeremy. I've been more worried about that Detective Carmen fella. He's been snooping around asking all kinds of questions.
God, it hurts.
I wish you would stop doing that. Gives me the heebie-jeebies.
The heebie-jeebies.
The orderlies, Baptiste and Lottie, were back at Derceto as well, like pieces of Emily's past haunting her. She couldn't figure out if they were on her side or not. And what was Lottie suffering from? It was almost night when Emily found herself back at Derceto. What exactly had she been doing? And what was Detective Conley talking about? Did any of her findings make any sense? All she knew was that she wanted to figure out what the 3 steps to the contract entailed, and how this was connected to Dr. Gray.
Ja, das ist nämlich die große Frage. Können wir hier jetzt durch? Immer noch nicht. Nee, das ist der einzige Weg, okay. Okay, das Zeug ist mittlerweile völlig ausgebreitet. Hier diese Fäulniswurzel-Schimmel-Pilz-Geschichte. Oh.
What is going on here?
Jetzt gibt es auch hier Action. Der war oben, ne? Dr. Ray. Okay, müssen wir irgendwie einbrechen. Aber wie? Das ist Lotties Zimmer.
We must have faith that Jeremy's pact with the Dark Man is a bluff. If we are lucky, our visitors will find him and prove it's all nonsense before night falls. What is true is our attempt to call on her. Too many things have happened for this evening to be in vain. Think of Jack and Cassandra, even Perosi, whose circumstances I can't understand. Grace is a goat without horns. She knows it and will play the role. You must talk to your brother, Batiste. I worry that he will fail us. Mrs. Thompson.
Grace ist die Ziege ohne Hörner, die geopfert werden soll. Ziegen werden ja häufiger geopfert. Ist das damit gemeint? Library, Veranda. Bitte nicht stören. Cool.
I think Dr. Gray is in there. Maybe I can go snoop around his office then.
Moment, okay. Das ist seine Wohnung und sein Office ist Veranda. Okay, verstehe. Alles klar.
I don't want to run into the orderlies right now. I should find another way.
Du hast vollkommen recht.
It's blocked.
Was?
Mrs. Thompson, I understand the last week has been busy. Under these circumstances, I find it important to remind you that Rossetto's concerns are not a public matter, nor is it something that should upset you. Please continue your excellent work, and don't spend a thought on the death of Perosi, or, more importantly, the suicide of Cassandra Beauregard. They should mean nothing to you or the staff. I rely on your loyalty, and trust that your close kinship with the Tabois siblings will keep Rossetto's secrets hidden.
Kann ich immer noch nicht öffnen, okay. Besen davor gestellt. Wie soll ich das jemals aufbekommen?
I need the key.
Ja, ich wollte noch mal gucken. Der fliegende Holländer. Versperrt.
Mr. Waits must have had a spare key to Dr. Gray's office, but I need the key.
Mr. Waits muss einen Schlüssel zu dem... Was hat sie gesagt? Das ist das Büro des Sekretärs und er sieht sich sicher, er hat irgendwo einen Ersatzschlüssel. Okay. Im Safe? Öffne den Safe der Verwaltung. Ja.
I don't know the combination. Wait, maybe I do.
Maybe I do. Da steht 913. Da steht 913.
I better get to work on breaking the pact with the Dark Man. It's the only way to save Jeremy. Good thing I still have the talisman. I have a feeling I'm gonna need it.
Fuck, zu weit. Also, das war ja auf die 9, auf die 1, auf die 3, ja? 9, 1. Yes!
It worked.
Geil.
The last guest in the empty room suffered from severe maladaptation. I must write this down, because if I understand the condition sufficiently, it could make me deny this fact at a later date. And there is reason for me to think I may come to suffer the consequences from this dysfunction, as some who came in contact with the guest seemed to adopt a new worldview in which everything was predetermined but broken. Upon accepting this worldview, some memories became unmanageable and later rejected. I do not know what this means. I cannot even remember the fate of the guest. I think they were simply misplaced one day and forgotten.
Bestimmt.
Just like all documents pertaining to this guest, they have all been destroyed, or they never existed in the first place. Who wrote this? There has never been a guest in the empty room.
Der letzte Gast im leeren Raum. Dann mal rein da.
Emily felt lost as she entered the office of Dr. Gray, much like she had the last time she was here. She began to question what she was hoping to find. She was simply going on a hunch that Dr. Gray was somehow tied up in this contract with the Dark Man. Emily couldn't even begin to imagine what kind of evidence she would need, besides a clear confession, of course. But she doubted she would ever find something like that. She was grasping at straws. The steps on the contract were so confusing to her that she was just hoping to get some small indication on where to go next.
Gute Frage. Aber
Here we are, Dr. Gray's office. Now let's see if we can find some answers.
I have finished tidying up Miss Beauregard's belongings. I will leave it to you to contact her agent and have them collect her things. I found one of Grace's drawings she might want back, along with this key in her room, which I believe you've been looking for, Mrs. Thompson.
aha. Frankreich. Endlich haben wir Frankreich. Und einen Treppenhausschlüssel. Ah. Verstehe. Was steht auf dieser Schreibmaschine?
Dearest Dr. Manzetti, I find myself in a losing battle with my patient. As I've disclosed in my previous letter, his delusions have him completely captured. It's bad enough that he is torturing himself with paranoia, but his madness turns out to be quite persuasive to others, effectively laying the ground for mass delusion. I am writing to you in hope that you can give me some guidance. Beyond my ambition to avoid devastating surgery on my patient, I have grown worried about my own defenses. The words of my patient are deranged, yet they often resonate with something primitive within me. I have tried photographing his brain with X-rays. It was surprisingly difficult to get good results. Dark blotches on the plates kept obscuring all details. My patient looked at the bad plates and cried out in terror, telling me the dark areas was the shadow of the worm eating him from inside. I could not see anything out of the ordinary. I hope this is a sign that my mind is not as receptive to the madness as I had feared. After further inquiry, my patient described the shadows inside his mind as some kind of chthonic monstrosity that wants to undermine his sanctuary. This is clearly a reference to a place he calls Teroea, a sort of library or convent that works as a psychological haven. With this imaginary haven threatened by this Chthonian, he has now constructed another, less pleasant hiding spot. Lately, he has been bringing up a metaphor of a steamboat that has run aground, that he feels like he needs to start the engines and reverse, but he is afraid that the hole in the hull would cause the whole ship to sink. I've been watching him turn this metaphor into reality for the last week. He knows it's made up, but he is doubling down, trying to make it a real memory. I feel certain that this is my chance to break through the barriers of his self-deceit.
Ein Chthonier in seinem Kopf. Okay. Interesting. Sogar im Krankenzimmer noch Jeremys Röntgenaufnahmen. Mal checken, ob wir es übersehen haben. Hier ist die Tür zurück. Wir sind auf dem sinkenden Schiff. Keine Panik. Auf der Titanic. Land in Sicht, wir sterben nicht. Wieder alles im Griff. Okay, dann nicht, aber dann kommen wir bestimmt nochmal. Das wird nicht die, es wird die, wir brauchen die andere, ne? Okay, also, dann gehen wir erstmal zu Grace Kellys Zimmer. Beziehungsweise, wo war der Globus? Den habe ich doch gelöst, oder nicht? Rätsel. Das ist lösbar. Da ist doch der...
Hey, little lady, how's your
Was ist
evening
eigentlich
been
mit ihm
going?
los? Den kann man so
Ups
gar
and
nicht
downs, I suppose.
durchschauen.
I hear that. We all live in the life of an elevator operator.
Are you alright, sweetie?
Do you want to see my mask, miss? I'm making it for St. John's.
How did you... Is that supposed to be my... Ow!
What?
You should learn your place, little girl.
Why are you acting this way? What did I ever do to you? Grace! Grace!
Da fuck? Grace hat ja sowas von Schaden.
The mask had reminded Emily of her father. It didn't seem like a chance connection, but a purposeful reference made by that child. How could Grace have known what he looked like, and that it would upset Emily so? And why would she use those words? Emily felt like it was beyond strange. It felt impossible. Did it even happen? Was she losing her mind?
Also, you should know your place, little girl, das hat ihr Vater gesagt, aber es ist von... Wunderschönes Zitat auch. Ah, die darf ich jetzt mitnehmen. Cool. Er pennt hier. Cool. Ein Schlüssel. Zu seinem Zimmer wahrscheinlich, ne? Ah, für den... Ah, okay.
I'll just borrow these.
Ich klappe das nur kurz aus. Hallo?
At least he's breathing. I'll just let him sleep it off. There's something missing.
Die Karte der Karibik. Noch irgendwas vollständig? Nope. Wenn die Heilung Gift ist. Wie schrecklich es sein muss zu erkennen, dass deine Besserung nur eine Illusion war, dass du so verliebt in Tugend des Leid warst, dass du trotz all der harten Arbeit keine wirklichen Anstrengungen unternommen hast, um gesund zu werden. Oder dass deine Behandlung zu einer solchen Obsession geworden ist, dass du anstatt deine Wunden mit der Zeit heilen zu lassen, dein Fleisch in der Hoffnung zerreißt, dass es besser und schneller heilt, wenn es doch nur so bluten würde, wie du es dir wünschst. Werden wir jemals wirklich gesund? Was glauben Sie, Dr. Gray? Alright, alright. Ist hier Cassandras Zimmer? Looks like it. Drehbuch. Cassandras letzte Seite.
Jeremy knew that the only one who could help him now was the guest in room number 3. The room seemed to have been empty for so long. But that wasn't allowed to be true. The story needed to be different. To include something from the outside. He would bring the guest back to room 3 and show them what was in that safe. 913. But those were not the right numbers. That was the combination for the safe in the clerk's office.
Das wussten wir ja schon. Den leeren Raum. Na gut, das haben wir schon gesehen. Wo ist der leere Raum? Hier. Da kommen wir jetzt rein. McCarthy, Roos, leerer Raum. Okay. Oder wollen wir erst ins Treppenhaus? Nee, ne? Aber ihr wisst schon Bescheid, was sich hinter dieser Türe abspielen wird. In den noch unbesuchten Zimmern von McCarthy, Ruth und dem leeren Raum. Zimmer Nummer 3. Erfahren wir in der nächsten Folge. Haut rein. Peace.